You better strap in because we have a ton to talk about today. It has been a crazy day for Hot Toys collectors. We've got a bunch of new releases to talk about, and we have something to talk about that made me pretty angry, pretty irritated. So yeah, let's just get into it. So let me get this off my chest first because it annoyed the heck out of me, and then we can focus on everything else. Yes, I came out with that video this morning talking about the Harley Quinn. I couldn't really see it for some reason when I looked it up, and I guess it's because it was already gone. It was such a weird release. So basically Sideshow, I don't know if it was Sideshow or Hot Toys or whoever, I'm guessing Sideshow, it's their website. Maybe they messed up, like because they already screwed up on that Anakin, but they kind of screwed us. They screwed us with the Harley Quinn Artisan edition. I'm just going to say we got screwed. We'll keep it nicer, I guess, a nicer word. But okay, I can't even talk. I'm a bit annoyed because this Artisan edition, I know in my video I said, you know, maybe I don't need the Artisan, but what pissed me off was that I didn't even get a chance. So while I was sleeping at my time, midnight, being on the West Coast, apparently Sideshow, I'm just gonna say it was Sideshow because it sounds like it. I asked the support and asked them, is this live? Is it actually waitlisted? And they said, yep, it's waitlisted. So apparently the Artisan edition of Harley Quinn went up at like midnight. And if you weren't up at midnight, or kind of, I guess it was up for a couple hours because no one knew it was dropping, then yeah, it's already waitlisted. So at midnight, they dropped the Harley Quinn Artisan. And if you weren't up at that time, midnight my time, I should say, then you got screwed. So sorry about that, I guess. And saying sorry to myself because I actually kind of won this one. It's a look I really like for Harley Quinn. I mean, so let's pull up a couple images so you're not just staring at the listings. So the reason in my video I said if I don't get the Artisan, it's not the end of the world, is because sometimes, you know, you lose out on the queue. Like the Winter Soldier I lost out on. That one I was a bit upset because there wasn't even a standard Winter Soldier, and I really wanted that version of the Winter Soldier in my collection. But for Harley Quinn, there was other versions I could have got sculpted. But at the same time, I didn't even get a chance to get this one. There's no queue. There was absolutely no way for me to actually get this, considering some of us are asleep at midnight. So why in the world did Sideshow decide to do this? Was it a mistake because they dropped the Anakin on accident? Are we going to have to be like putting an alarm, check in like midnight, 3 a.m. our time, my time on the West Coast at least, checking to see if the Artisan Anakin accidentally dropped on their site and it's going to sell out? Like, what is this? It kind of, you can tell, it pissed me off a bit. I mean, it's such a great looking figure. I did get the special edition on order, but man, I'm so irritated. So for me, I'm extra irritated because this is a movie I'm pretty nostalgic to because it came out in 2016. I was like 14, 15, something like that when it came out. So I really enjoyed it, even though of course critics and people didn't like it as much. But me being a fan of like superhero stuff, even, you know, they're all villains, I really liked it. So I like this look. I really want this figure. And it would have been okay if I missed it in the queue, but we didn't miss it in the queue. We didn't even get a chance. So, man, I am just very, very annoyed. I'm hoping my waitlist converts. We'll just have to see because this figure looks great. I mean, the sculpted looks pretty good, but this was the version I wanted to try for. So if I didn't even get a chance to try for it, I'm going to be annoyed. And for some reason, people out there were saying like, oh, you apparently was up for hours. Why didn't you try for it? Like, okay, maybe you live on the East Coast. Maybe you live in a different country. Maybe you actually got it because they put it up at midnight my time, which is what? Like maybe it was midday for you or something. So I don't know why people out there were all saying like, oh, you should have gotten it. It was up for hours. No, it wasn't. It wasn't for me. So that kind of annoyed me because yeah, I put a little like Reddit post out there to kind of inform people that Sideshow or whoever the heck kind of screwed us on this one. And if you saw that, I don't know if you saw it because it's in the Hot Toys Reddit. I mean, I just put it out there because I wanted to show people that they kind of did this. And for some reason, people on there were like, oh, it was up for hours. It was, I don't know. It is annoying the heck out of me and I need to look at something cooler. So, I mean, well, this figure looks pretty good. So I guess we'll look at something else. Okay. Because this figure is also, it's simultaneously really good to look at, but also annoying me now because I didn't get a chance at getting the Artisan. And I don't know, I'm going kind of crazy here. So let's just talk about something else now. So if you're still with us after my rant, let's look at the Clone Commando from Bad Batch. I believe this is labeled as. This is one that I do not have on order. there's a couple cool figures we're going to be looking at that released today. I mean, I only have one of them on order, to be honest. There's another one I really like. This one is one of those where if it's on sale or something in the future, maybe, but it's not one that I'm like throwing my money at or kind of falling over myself to get in the collection. It is cool. Very unique clone look. But then again, they're probably going to make more. They've already made some repaints of this. I mean, this is the base suit, so not really repaints yet. But yeah, I mean, this one looks cool. So looking here, the figure does look pretty good. I mean, the mask looks like it lights up. You get some cool weaponry, some pretty unique weaponry to the commandos. And yeah, for me, if I were to get one of the commandos, it'd probably be one of the special ones. Like I did like the look for Boss. Gregor looked really cool, but those ones I passed on. And that, okay, well, it's reminding me. Some people were saying like, oh, Hot Toys does silent drop, or Sideshow does silent drops sometimes for their figures like Gregor and stuff. And Harley Quinn being an artisan that's going to be pretty sought after should have been in the queue, not a silent drop. And okay, I'm sorry. Just had to mention that because Gregor reminded me of that tragedy from this morning. So yeah, you guys saw how excited and happy I was in that Harley Quinn video. Yeah, all that excitement kind of went into pain and anger. So, okay, so back to the Clone Commando. So the Clone Commando, I do like the look of, but not for me, not what I'm really searching for right now. Don't get me wrong, it looks great. And then there's even the Imperial Clone Commando, I believe, is this one with the stripes. They both look great, but like I was saying, this is the basic one that just released, and there's some other cooler ones, and we'll see some of the other cooler ones. So yeah, it'll probably be on Sideshow. I'm thinking for a little while. We'll just have to see. Maybe Black Friday, or if I get some discounts or something in the future, maybe I'll pick it up. But yeah, like I said, it's not one I'm really like falling over myself to pick up right now. Like this pose is cool. He looks pretty cool. He's got his backpack on. He's got his weapon aims. Looks nice. Then yeah, these photos I actually really like. So you can see Scorch in the background. That's his name, right? Scorch. Yes, we're going to go with Scorch. If that's not his name, I'm changing it to Scorch now. So you can see Scorch in the background, and I really like the actual look they did. So they have like the rocks, and then here on the right, this one's awesome. I don't know if that's editing. Maybe it's just After Effects or something, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just threw some dirt at him and took a picture. But either way, this looks awesome. I love the way the figure looks in the this lighting, like outdoors and the rocks. So when I did see these photos, I was kind of like, ooh, that looks pretty good. But then again, my collection, I don't display outside. I kind of like to keep it in my collection room, so it wouldn't look like this. But hey, it photographs well, I do have to admit. But then here, it's more of a specific Bad Batch look. So you have Hunter, because he's got the knife. That's Hunter. Hunter right here on the left, and then of course he's fighting the Clone Commando. Pretty cool look. I do like that they pose them together. You can see that Hunter has a similar look to the Clone Commando, the backpack, stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Then here you can see Scorch in the background, and he's telling his thermal detonator to hush or something. So yeah, interesting. Or maybe he's getting ready to detonate it for some reason, just standing there. I don't know. That's an interesting pose, but sure, you could be poking his thermal detonator for fun. And here on the right, we got Scorch, Gregor, and man, these look cool. Is Scorch taller? I mean, Scorch looks a little taller to me here. Not sure. Looks like the height wise. Are they like getting shorter? They're all clones. I don't know. It's throwing me off a little bit. We'll just say he's standing more forward. He's a little back, and we're gonna ignore the height difference right now. They look great standing together. And like I said, I'd rather get like Gregor or one of the more unique Clone Commandos before I pick up the basic Clone Commando. So like I said, he's awesome looking, but yeah, just not my thing right now. And then we have Dr. Doom. So I will admit, looking at these photos, he looks very good. This is like the comic Dr. Doom, but I still feel like he's kind of dead on arrival. I mean, some people out there probably disagree, and I can see why, because it looks very good if you want the comic Doom, but I say it's kind of dead on arrival because we're getting the Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom. So to me, that's going to be the one people want more than this. I feel like not as many people pick this version of Dr. Doom up because they knew we have the Robert Downey Jr. one coming. So that announcement kind of sabotaged this figure, in my opinion. But at the same time, this one looks great. Like if you're getting this Dr. Doom, you're getting a great looking figure. It's not for me. Not the biggest Doom fan. Maybe if I like him in Doomsday, then I'll pick one up of course, Robert Downey Jr. But this one, yeah, it's just not for me. Looks great though. So let's look at it. So here on the right, you see like the comic looking cover. He's got like, of course, it's effects. They added like some lightning effects around his hand and looks cool. You know, maybe well, this isn't that version, but maybe in the movie, he's going to integrate his Iron Man suit because it looks like the actual arc. What was it called? Not arc reactor, whatever the heck it is in his hand. The repulsor. Yeah, the repulsor in his hand kind of looks like that there. Here on the left, he's reading a book. He's reading a bedtime story for some reason. So looks pretty good. And here, yeah, he's got some like I almost said Dr. Doom. He's got some Doctor Strange looking kind of effects on him. The actual like kind of red rings around his hands. Yeah, very interesting. And yeah, this one looks cool too. He's shooting lightning, green lightning, looks good. Yeah, you can tell honestly, I don't know a ton about Dr. Doom. Very interested to see him in the movie because I'm curious to learn more about his character. He does have a really cool look though, and I remember him in Ultimate Alliance. Was it 1 or 2? And now I can't remember. Any of you out there played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 or 2? Not 3. I wasn't a big fan of the third one, but I remember Dr. Doom in one of them. Can't remember which one, especially the opening cutscene. That was awesome. Dang, I guess I'm a fake fan because I can't remember which one had the awesome opening cutscene with Dr. Doom and the Doom Castle, I'll just call it. But yeah, it's a cool looking figure. I do like the base. The base is really cool looking. Like you get the Dr. Doom, and I think it can be turned around for this gargoyle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what this is. But you see like the Doom flags. He's got the big D above him. And you see the big D has some wings on it. It's got like some flags. Yeah, it's very cool looking. It comes with his little like World War II Luger, or what's it called? Luger? Something like that. That weapon, he's got his book. Well, the armor looks very good. I do like it. Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's just not one I'm going to pick up. But yeah, okay, this photo, I don't know why. It's looking pretty cool to me right now. The actual eyes. This photo specifically, wow, seeing all the detail in it, that's a good photo. Yeah, subjectively, this is a really cool looking figure. But the time of its release, you know, when we're going to get a new one for Doomsday, and just me not being a big fan in general kind of makes this one a little dead on arrival, unfortunately. I mean, they have some more effects. These photos look super cool. And maybe the base doesn't have the gargoyle. No, it does, doesn't it? Help me out in the comments. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, they have like this cool background for it. Looks like maybe they have like a physical display. I mean, whoever does these blogger photos definitely probably has some props and stuff they can add to the figure. And obviously they do some effects in like Photoshop or something to add all these cool effects on his hand. Yeah, it's a really cool looking figure, but just the timing of like Doomsday and stuff. Yeah, it's a tough one to justify for probably a lot of people out there. I mean, here he's like pulling some stuff off the book. Very cool effects. I don't think the book lights up, so obviously it's like Photoshop. Here on the right, that's a really cool pose. I like that he's like walking through the doors. So this figure does photograph very well. I really like that. Then here on the left, this one looks a little bit goofy to me. The way the head looks. I don't know. There's just something about it. Maybe the camera angle, but he looks a little goofy. And here on the right, that is so cool. So here, Dr. Doom's got his green glow going on, but you see the broken cap shield. You can see Iron Man's dead there, the Thor hammer, and wow, that's a very cool shot. I think, so potential spoilers, I guess, for Doomsday. I mean, I've heard some rumors. I heard that maybe they're going to do the scene where he actually kills Thanos. So that could be interesting. I'm not sure if they will, but just some rumors I heard. But yeah, this is just a really cool look. And then these photos look really good too. Like it looks like a real dude in the mask right here on the right. The left one's cool. It's like the green glow. And yeah, Dr. Doom, he's cool. Those of you who are getting him, yeah, it's a really good looking figure, but it's almost dead on arrival just because the release date, considering Doomsday's coming, we're going to inevitably get a new version. So that one's going to not be obsolete because it's a comic version. But I guess you have to be a really big Doom fan, Dr. Doom fan, to actually pick both up or something, but just not for me. Then here, this is one that I don't have on order, but after seeing these photos especially, I'm kind of debating on. I've been debating on the 21 inches of Venom for a while because I'm a big fan of Spider-Man 2, but I keep pulling off because of course it's huge and I don't really have the space unless I crunch them up, like really bend the legs and stuff or put them on top of my displays. And I don't really want to do that. So seeing this Venom, it's been one that's on my wish list on Sideshow for a while. And now seeing the blogger photos, man, this is probably one I'm gonna be like kind of watching, waiting to get one of those like $20 off pre-order or $25 off if it releases on Sideshow, or even 15% off if something gets delayed. Probably use one of my coupons to get this one because this one actually looks really good. Let's take a look at this one. So right here, you see these guys tongue out. Of course, the background isn't really the base or anything. It's more like a green screen or something, but man, the purple lighting and stuff, this figure, it's a very, very good Venom. It's, of course, like a comic version, and there are other Venoms out there, like the Tom Hardy Venom, which is still up on Sideshow. You can get lots of discounts on them. Like I mentioned, 21 inches of Venom, and I feel like there's one more. Is there one more I'm thinking of? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so those are like the two main ones I know of. I think there's an older version of the Tom Hardy, but this Venom looks really good. Of course, doesn't have like seamless shoulders or anything. Unfortunately, you can see the seams, and then also for the legs. So that's one reason I kind of wanted to wait for blogger photos, but still, I do think it looks really good. So let's take a look at all these. So this comic style photo on the right looks really cool. I mean, like the lighting looks great and everything. The lightning in the background, that's awesome. Here on the left, though, I love that lighting, the way it makes the actual suit look kind of sticky, gooey. Yeah, this is a really cool release. You know I love Spider-Man figures, so starting to think I might need to pursue this Venom. This is making me a little happier, made me start to forget about the Harley Quinn. So yeah, this Venom looks great. I mean, look at this photo. You get all the other little Venom thingamabobs. What are they called? Little Venomies. Where the heck they are. They remind me of those things, the little crawling things from, was it Spider-Man Web of Shadows? Is that the game I played? I can't remember. There's one with like the little weird crawling Venom glob looking things. That's what these remind me of. So he looks cool. Comes with a ton of tendrils for his back that look like this. The base has like tons of symbiote, and man, this might be the Venom representation I get because 21 inches of Venom is huge. It's great though, so maybe for Black Friday if they put it on sale, I could get it. Well, we'll see. But this one to me is probably the superior version that more people want. It's a comic version and it can represent like live action, although it's not the Tom Hardy one, but it just, I feel like it can represent everything Venom, the game, the everything, man. Let's just look at this because I could talk about Venom all day. So the purple lighting looks really cool on him. Venom always has like or at least the comics and stuff, he had like a purple tint. Or at least I always think of like purple when I think of Venom as like his color. So he looks great. Of course, the figure is like black and then white for the actual hands, the eyes, and then the actual chest symbol. But man, those teeth look nasty. And like right here, when the mouth is open with the tongue out, it looks so like glossy and like, well, gross, but gross in a good way. And on the right, you can see that gorgeous base with all the tendrils sticking up. You see Venom comic version. I don't know why it says comic version on the base, but sure, I guess. But the only downside to me is honestly, you can see the shoulder, like the seams, and then also for the legs. I mean, seamless elbow and knee joint, so that's a plus. But man, I'm like debating it right now. I'm like, do I need to just go place my order on Sideshow before it sells out? I am probably going to start watching the almost gone section to make sure this one doesn't pop up because wow, I love how this looks. It's convincing me right now, these photos. That tongue, wow. Oh, this is looking pretty awesome, I can't lie. Like the mouth, the actual arms. Getting kind of excited here thinking about getting this Venom in my collection. It looks so good with all my, even like my Spider-Man 2 ones. Yeah, I have like a couple Spider-Man 2 figures now. There's a review coming up on the channel in I think a few weeks for another Spider-Man 2 figure. Got some other stuff to review before that, but this would look great with them. So even here you can kind of see a little downside. You can kind of see the joint if you pose them like this. That kind of sucks, but if you pose them where you can't see it, then yeah, he just looks so good. I know I need to move on. I could stare at him all day because the next one is an actual figure I already have on order and I'm very excited for as well. But look at him like howling at the moon. Well, not howling, but more like screaming. Because man, the way the mouth like opens up on Venom. Yeah, that looks so cool. Like all the teeth, then you got the tongue. I don't know who drooled all over the tongue, but I don't think it comes out of the box like that looking at the other photos, but man, oh, this looks good. Like here on the right, that once again, the purple lighting, and then the actual, oh, I love that one where it's like sticking up with the tongue out. Man, this figure is hyping me up right now. Oh, this is great. And then here he's holding the, which Spider-Man is that? Looks like maybe the classic suit from the game. Yeah, tell me which suit that is that Venom's thrown into the ground right now. Maybe the classic suit from Spider-Man? Not sure. Let me know. But yeah, he's just, oh, that looks great. How he's like pinning him down. All the little Venom heads are just like looking at him. And here he looks so menacing. Like these things don't have eyes, or at least it doesn't look like they do. But they look alive. Like, man. Oh, this is great. And then here you can of course see a very awesome photo. You got like the flames in the back, the rain. Oh, this is such a cool looking figure. This here reminds me of Spider-Man 2, like Venom out in the rain. And man, oh, I think I might need to look for this one. Or, I know I should probably wait. Or should I even wait to put my PO down? I guess help me out in the comments. Did I seem excited enough about him to put a PO? Or should I keep waiting, holding off? I don't know. What do you guys think? Because, well, the reason I'm waiting, of course, like I mentioned, the 21 inches of Venom, if that does go on sale, that's honestly the big reason. Because the Tom Hardy one's cool, but at the same time, I did like those movies, but I don't know if I want that version of Venom. To me, this is like the ideal like look for him, because it looks like the Spider-Man 2 Venom, but smaller. And also it's comic accurate, and I love that look. So yeah, help me out in the comments. What do you guys think about this one? Should I go for this one? Should I wait to see if the big 21 inches goes on sale? Or should I just, I don't know, maybe just pull the trigger on this one, remove that one from my wish list, unless there's like a crazy deal for Black Friday, and just go for that. I don't know. This is a tough one. But now, a figure I already have on pre-order is the Dark Knight Armory 2.0. And yeah, this looks great. So this one I am super excited for, because my favorite of the trilogy is the Dark Knight with the Joker. You can kind of see his arm there. I have the original Joker, the purple suit Joker, just a sculpted hair version. I'm getting the Artisan robbery Joker, because I'm going to swap the heads out and then put the mask Artisan one on the robbery Joker. So I have that one, and then also have this come in. And since that one's my favorite of the trilogy, I had to get this version. They did have the Dark Knight Rises Armory. That one looked cool, but I wanted to stick to just the Dark Knight for now. I mean, maybe whenever InArt gives us a Catwoman, I might pull the trigger on that. Or if maybe I get a wait list or something for Bane, then I might start exploring the other movies. But for now, trying to stick to the Dark Knight. And yeah, I had to get this Armory. This just looks like right here immediately looks so good. Like you can close it up. I don't know why you would, because you can leave it open, have everything kind of displayed, all the actual like weaponry, all the bat gadgets. And then you have Bruce Wayne here looking great. I love that he comes in a suit, because I wasn't a big fan of the power pose that the Dark Knight Rises version came with. So that's just me, but I prefer this one with a suit, especially because yeah, he just looks super cool. I always think of Bruce Wayne in a suit. And then here on the left, he's like holding the cowl, kind of looking at it. I mean, the one cool thing, of course, is this figure can actually pose as compared to the Dark Knight Rises, but it looks a little odd standing here holding it. I mean, yeah, to me, there's just something off about it. Let me know what you guys think. And then here on the right, I think so my initial thoughts are the head sculpts. I mean, it looks like Christian Bale, but something's off. He looks a little maybe older than he did in the Dark Knight. He kind of looks more like, or like the same head sculpt that they use on the Dark Knight Rises Armory. Huh. I mean, either way, I still want it, but you know, we had to do a comparison. So I pulled an image of him here on the left from the Dark Knight, and then on the right is of course a figure. So like I was saying, he looks a bit older in the figure, but you can definitely tell it's him. Like this little bulge here under the eye they have the head wrinkles, the eyes look pretty good, the mouth, I mean, kind of like this half open mouth looks good. I mean, the lighting's different of course between the two. The hair is decent. I mean, yeah, I see Christian Bale there, but it could be better. And it looks like these are the same suits, so even the suit looks pretty accurate. But I don't know, the head sculpt to me could be a little better. It looks good, but it just looks a little bit like an older version of him, unfortunately. So that kind of stinks, but this is still a figure I'm pretty excited for. So of course here is him with, of course, his suit on, well, the bat suit, with the head sculpt. And it'd be cool to do, of course, for my review, I'll do that, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't pose him like this just because then you have a headless suit body, because you're not going to put the cowl on the suit body. That would look kind of odd in my opinion. But yeah, it's cool that you can actually put it on there. It's cool that you get the full suit, because I probably leave the suit, probably put the this ain't after debate, because I don't have any other of the Christian Bale Batmans, so he would look cool as an actual figure, but also the suit in the display would look cool. So maybe I'll put the Batman out, then if I ever need more room, then put him in the display. We'll see whenever I get the figure in, because I'm excited for this one. For the hair up here, you can kind of see a little bit of paint on it. That's not ideal, but I don't know, maybe it's just this one. We'll look at some other photos, but you see that little bit of paint on the hair? That's not great, but yeah, I just have to call that out. Then here it's him kind of getting geared up, which I do like that. That's a cool like pose idea. He's not wearing the cape, or obviously the cowl, but he's not wearing the cape here. But man, he's putting together his is that his sticky bomb launcher? Maybe. And then here he's got bat nunchucks. We'll just pretend those are bat nunchucks. And then here, this looks pretty cool as well. Like the lighting looks good. I like that it actually lights up the actual armory. And you got him standing there holding a batarang. This looks like an awesome release. I'm excited that I can actually get the Dark Knight Armory 2.0. Like I've been saying, I'm a newer collector, part of like the newer generation that collects now, who now has like the actual money and stuff like that to actually start collecting the figures that we love. So for me, 2.0s are pretty great. Some people are like, oh, the 1.0 is as good. But for me, I'm like, this is my chance to get it. What do you mean it's as good? Just like the Harley Quinn. Because I guess now that we're looking at Batman, I can bring her up again. I'm like, I wasn't able to get the 1.0, so I wanted the 2.0, and then they drop at midnight while I'm asleep. The Artisan sells out, and I didn't even get a chance. Because like tomorrow morning, the Artisan John Wick goes up, and if I miss that one, you're going to see a video. I'm going to talk about what the heck is going on now. Like, what is going on with these Artisans? But we'll just wait and see, because if I miss that one, yeah, I'm going to be upset, and I'll probably have to get my frustrations out in a video. But let's hope I get it so I don't have to do that. But we'll see, because also the Artisan Anakin, a new one's coming. And if they drop that one at like midnight or something where everyone misses it, I'm going to be so mad, because I really want to try it for that Artisan Anakin, because I wasn't collecting at the time the first one dropped. Obviously, I wasn't in Japan for the other one, and I was not going to pay $1,200 for it. So this is my chance at an Artisan at retail price, because of course Sideshow marks up and all that stuff. But yeah, well, we'll just have to see. But back to Batman. Yeah, this looks great. So here's some more photos. He's doing his like whoa, punching the microphone look apparently. But this lighting always looks really good. Whoever does these photos does a phenomenal job. I love their lighting and like their backdrops. And wow, if you told someone this was just Christian Bale in the bat suit from the movie, they'd believe you, because I'd believe that, because that's phenomenal. Then looking here, I guess there's a little bit of paint on the hair, maybe. I mean, it's sculpted hair, so maybe it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I just want to call that out, because whenever I see the paint overlap, it's kind of a little off for me. And I'm not the biggest fan of when the paint overlaps on stuff it shouldn't be. Obviously, we want these figures to look as good and realistic as possible for the prices we're paying. So just have to call that out when I see it, because for some reason it was pretty obvious on him. But he looks great here without the mask on, holding the cowl. The cowl. Did I say that right? We're going to pretend I said that right the first time. But then this up close one looks cool as well. And here on the left, we got the bat suit and the armory with all the lights. I wish like eventually one day I'll probably have module cases and I can light all these up with like the hubs when I get a full area I can actually really set up in. And yeah, it looks really good. And I'm excited to get them in. I just wish I could use the lights right now, but yeah, I mean, I could, but I don't really have a great permanent solution for it. So yeah, well, we'll see. Well, I'll see what ends up happening. Here on the right, of course, he looks great in his suit. And then here, it just kind of shows all the accessories. You get tons of accessories with this figure. Everything here on the left, like grapnel guns, of course, grappling hooks, I think that's a sticky bomb launcher, like I mentioned. And yeah, you just get a ton of stuff with this figure. I think you actually put all into like yourself, which is cool, I'm thinking. And I think everything's removable. So we'll see when I get the figure in. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one. And then here's just some more shots of like all the actual accessories, because you get a ton of them. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed by this release. I'm so excited to get him in. Then here, this is where we started the video, and this is the final shot. He just looks good standing there behind the armory or in front. Why is the bat suit facing this way? If it's, I don't know, but yeah, he's standing behind it for some reason, trying to look cool, I guess. This picture looked cool when I first looked at it, but now it's throwing me off a little bit with how he's standing. But yeah, so hope you all stuck with me. I know it's probably a longer video trying to get through all this stuff. I'm curious if any of you have stuck through to now. Let me know down in the comments, because I know I had that rant in the beginning, but I had to get that off my chest. I was so irritated, and you know, I kind of let it out. So we got to look some other figures, some really cool releases from Hot Toys. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comments. Definitely let me know if you wanted that Harley Quinn and you missed her, because I did. I'm pissed, but that's besides the point, or it's the whole point. One of the two. But all these other releases look great. That Venom, I might. Well, just let me know about that Venom, what I was saying earlier. This is one I have on pre-order. The Doom isn't for me. The Commando, not really for me right now. But yeah, it has some awesome stuff. So definitely give this video a like if you liked it. If you hated it because I ranted and stuff, then I guess dislike it. Or comment down below that you're annoyed that I talked about it or something, because apparently when I talked about it on Reddit, people were like, oh, you should have been up earlier or whatever. But I can't really be up at midnight, especially when I have to work. And for some reason, Sideshow, I think they kind of messed up a little. I don't think they were supposed to do that, but kind of sucks. Usually they drop it at least a coming soon. Where's the coming soon? I had no indication that it was going to be there. Didn't even see the product listings till that morning. That's why I made that video this morning. Whatever. Can't talk about that anymore. It's just going to bring back my anger. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit subscribe, because I do tons of stuff like this. I do fun reviews, a lot more fun than me getting annoyed by figures, unless the figure annoys me, which so far they haven't really annoyed me too much. I mean, if they annoy me, I probably wouldn't buy it. So yeah, I do tons of reviews, tons of fun stuff, talking about basically 6 scale stuff over here. So definitely subscribe if you like that. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, week, everything. And until next time, stay 6 scale.